Katie Britt with the State of the Union response. I watched it. I watched part of it. I know exactly what I recognize what she's doing. Okay. The Democratic response to her criticizes, and fairly, I think some ways fairly. There's lots of things to criticize all about everything always. My issue, reason for this video, is I think the Democrats need to do a little bit better when they criticize the Republicans. You have to. It's like they. Sorry. The core of the issue for me, Democrats don't understand them. They look at Katie Britt and they're like, what's she doing? It should be plainly obvious what's going on. These are emotional people. They're acting with emotion. Do you ever see those NRA videos? Same shit. Same shit. It's scare tactics. It's fear mongering. But I think that she's not trying to be a bad person. She's not trying to trick anyone. She's like, their country is dying. You know, I kind of think she really believes it. Does she get a pass? I guess. I don't know. I think the effect is bad. I think she is scaring people into something that people don't need to be scared about. I think she's scaring people like, oh, the Democrats are destroying this country. That's not true. That's false. And she's saying things that are true, that are false, as really intense truth. That's a legit criticism of Katie Britt's response. But the Democrats, when they criticize her, are just be like, she's crazy. No. You have to recognize what's going on, Democrats. See, these are people who are scared and emotional. They don't know they don't understand. Okay, you gotta recognize that. You can't ignore that. It's weird to ignore that. So, Democrats, this guy Rebel HQ, you're doing a fine job compiling criticisms. David Shuster, you do a great job, guy. You're super smart. He puts facts together really well. Commentary is great. But do not ignore core truths, please. You gotta present them. It's like you don't understand what's going on, which you need to. If you don't understand Republicans, don't talk about them. If you want to talk about Republicans, understand them. It's not that hard. Just reach down to your inner child and put a bunch of fear around you. Be afraid of everything, and then you'll start to understand Republicans. Okay, it's ignorance and fear. That's at the core of those kinds of things. So understand that. Put yourself there. Feel it. See Katie Britt, and like believe her for a second. Like let her be real to you, and then you'll understand it a little bit, and then criticize. Like I get that you're scared, lady, but take a step back. Those kinds of things, and help her in your criticisms. Help her understand why she doesn't why her fear is misplaced. And a lot of it is religion. What are you gonna do? But you should say that. You gotta every time you criticize, you gotta keep that context in there, or else your criticism is meaningless and it doesn't help anything. And just because see the effect, you guys, Democrats, the effect of you criticizing Katie Britt to the Republicans that her message resonates with. There's a lot of people that Katie Britt's message resonates with, and Donald Trump's and all the other stuff. But these people are like, oh, you're right. Oh, no, you're right. When the Democrats criticize something they believe in, the effect is now these guys are bad. So you got to be careful. Okay, you need to have some empathy when you criticize. And maybe she does, but maybe he does, but it doesn't look like it. This guy David Shuster. It looks like you're just completely discounting her. I think that's not good for us. These are our fellow Americans. They're afraid. Okay? They're not afraid like the way that we're afraid of Donald Trump. They're not afraid like that. That's not the same kind of fear. It's a whole different kind of fear. It's a whole deeper, like existential fear. Our fear of Donald Trump is logical. Like, oh shit, if this guy is gonna fuck things up, it's gonna cost us a lot. Our future is gonna suck because of these points. This is what's going to happen. We kind of understand. The Republicans don't really get it. They think they do. And so Democrats, you're not doing a good job. You're not doing a good job when you criticize. Okay? It's not enough to just say Republicans are bad. That's not good. Don't do that. We can't do that. That's not going to help. They're not bad. They're not bad people. They're just afraid. And they think that you're the enemy. So be careful. Please. Talk about every time you criticize, you got to mention this stuff. Fear is a factor. Don't discount it. Present it. Understand it. Support it. Protect it. You know, gotta love it. You gotta love it a little bit. This is us. This is in us. We're scared little apes. It's a scary world. We are mortal and fragile. And there are big amounts of energy out there that can just, so fear is, you should be afraid a little bit. And that keeps us going. But, we have to be logical too. Running a society is not an easy job. A large society like ours. You got to be careful. You have to be accepting, and you have to be comfortable with how slow things move. That no one is comfortable with that. But that's the kind of thing that I think Joe Biden has taught me. When he became president, I was like, come on, man, we could have Bernie and get shit done. Joe's getting some jobs done. It's not working out yet, but I think he's pushing us in the right direction. He's done some things. He's said things in a way that other presidents have not. He's talked about I hate defending politicians, especially career politicians, especially corporate Democrats. I don't want corporate Democrats in office. I have mixed feelings about Joe Biden. I think he's done a better job than other presidents have. But it's not good enough for me. But the game is really tough. So do I forgive him? Maybe. I don't know. I think so. What else are you going to get? What else are we going to get? Bernie? I wish. Yang? I think it'd be fine. I think Yang would do a fine job, even though it's not perfect he's not smart enough in all the ways. But I think his policies, I think he'd be like a disruptive element, like kind of like how Trump was, we even Democrats kind of secretly hoped Trump would dismantle things in a good way. Maybe it'll be good to shake things up, we said in 2020. But, or was it 2016? Yeah, 2016. Maybe it was good that it'll shake things up. It wasn't. It was not good. We thought that, but maybe with Yang it would be. I don't know. I don't know if he's even up for it anymore. We need new leaders. I don't know why it's so hard. I wish I could do it. I'm probably not even close to smart enough, which is weird because I'm always considered myself a smart guy, but I'm learning that I'm probably not that smart.